viewers, I welcome you all to another groundbreaking of your program, The Gallery. My name is Mercy Alexander. Wherever you are, please join us because today's program is going to be so educative and exciting because you know why we have the legend himself in the house. I'm sure most of you know him because if you remember during the time of Adam Paul to Kudikata and stuff like that, I'm sure you know that name really rings a bell in this country. So sit, relax, and I'll be right back.
One name that has struck great chords in the Nigerian film industry, Hafiz Oyetoro, popularly known as Saka, is a well-renowned Nollywood actor, lecturer, master of ceremony, model, stand-up comedian, TV presenter, and currently an MTN ambassador. Born on the 20th August 1963 in a Iseyin local government area of Oyo State in the southern west part of Nigeria to the family of Pa and Mrs. Oyetoro, Saka, as he is popularly called, is a man embedded with the ability to instigate laughter wherever he goes. He is funny, skillful, and talented in acting and interpretation of movie roles. Saka completed both his primary and secondary school education in Iseyin, Oyo State in the southwestern part of Nigeria. Following his secondary school education, he proceeded into Obafemi Awolowo University OAU, Osun State, where he graduated with a bachelor and master degree in theatre art. In 2003, he got married to his beautiful wife Olaide Oyetoro, and the union is blessed with 3 children. Saka was nominated Best Comic Award at the City People Entertainment Award. He has featured in many movies and advert programs. He is known for his crystal role in Nollywood movies and has featured in many Nigerian films such as Taxi Driver Okasho, Ojukokoro, Wedding Party, Small Chops, among others. Hafiz is regarded as one of the most enthusiastic personality in Nollywood. He is currently a senior lecturer in the Department of Theatre Art at Adeniran Ogunsayan College of Education, Lagos State, Nigeria. In 2013, he featured as the main character in an MTN advert where he announced "I don't Porto." In 2016, he appeared in a Nollywood movie titled Wedding Party alongside Adeshua and Banky W. Saka is presently one of the most influential Nollywood actors in Nigeria.
Welcome back. Wow, I'm sure most of you have been waiting patiently to see this legend I'm talking about. He's a very humble man. I've known him over the years and he hasn't changed. He has been himself. He's someone who is so humble. He's a father, he's a friend to so many of us in the industry. And he's Mr. Simply Saka himself. Welcome you, sir, onto our program, sir.
Thank you.
How you doing, sir?
I'm all right.
I'm sure most of you already know his full name. But that's why I make sure that Simply Saka, that is his nickname. So how you doing, sir?
I'm all right. Thank you. And you?
I'm very well. We are so honored to have you on our program today, sir.
It's a great pleasure to be here.
Yes, sir.
And I also count it as a great opportunity and honor to be here.
With all the challenges in the country, especially economically, how do you think the movie industry in Nigeria can improve and compete with the world standard?
One, personal commitment on our own part. Personal commitment. Most people are doing this thing without any personal commitment. They are not passionate about
it. So okay, it's all about the liquid cash.
Well, yes, we need to be passionate, and be committed to the cause of quality, in the first place. In the second place, we need to rework ourselves to a state of being original in terms of content, in terms of plot, in terms of our aesthetics, in terms of the way we tell our story, and in terms of the story. If you do not tell our story the way it should be told in our own way, there may be a problem. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I think that we have issue of funds in Nigeria. I think the government should now look into entertainment industry now from the perspective of economic benefit.
To invest
in it. My colleagues who have tried to go to the bank, they really face a lot of challenges
when you go to the bank, maybe the bank will tell you to go and bring your father. You say your father is there, they say, okay, go and go to the burial ground and find a way of getting his score and use it as collateral. But to the glory of God now,
Yeah.
I think gradually we are coming up. Some organization, private organization are coming to the entertainment industry, especially in the area of music. The industry will also join them now. Okay, so our movies, once we try as much as possible to come up with good story, good movie, and we will be able. And then if the government or other financial organization can come up with funds, to invest in it, it's a good business. So I think we also within us as the industry stakeholder, we should have one voice. There's so many segments. This
Everybody
administration,
wants to be
this
the boss
union,
and all that.
this is the president of those. If we can come together and everybody wants to be a producer, everybody wants to be director. If like 4 5 producer come together, you have 10 million, you have 15 million, you have to come together as big business.
Yeah.
Put money, do major movie, maybe one for 1 year, and then you do like some other nations around the world are doing it. Okay, piracy is another issue, but I'm sure I thank God we are getting around it now because CDs are not on the street again,
Anymore, yeah.
and now people are doing it and putting it online. People are doing it and going to the cinema and all that and all that. I think with that, once piracy is reduced, once we have
Pumping
people,
into the industry.
once the government is to also see it as a serious business that will bring millions of dollars into the economy, things will work well. And then we ourselves in the industry, our commitment, our sincerity within the context of what we are doing as professional, and things will work well for us.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Now let's come back to this. How do you manage your role as a lecturer, an actor? As you know it, as a lecturer, you're known to be somebody who is a comedian. You understand? But how do you manage it? Having your students, them looking at you like facing you, and you are teaching them. How do you manage it?
Well, it's a psychology. The more you see each other, the more you get familiar with each other.
Okay.
And some of the things that you see the first time that make you laugh may not make you laugh the third or fourth time. Okay, we are familiar, we're like brothers. First and foremost, I make my students know the difference between Hafiz Oyetoro, the lecturer, and Hafiz Oyetoro, the Saka. Okay. Our training has given us the grace and the opportunity to differentiate our person from the role we play. If you see me, naturally, Hafiz is not as loud as
Saka, yeah.
Hafiz is a
Yeah,
little
correct.
shy, a little reserved. So when I as a lecturer, people see that angle of me more than
Hafiz
Saka.
than Saka, okay.
So that is one. Number two, because we are familiar with each other over a period of time, the students know the difference. They know we are working. They know we are in the lecture. Then they know that we are playing. So God has given me the grace to be able to make efforts to identify and define those level of relationship with my students. So that no problem.
That's good.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if I were to be one of your students, I would just be laughing. Not mind the viewers. Now, of all the movie you have featured in, which do you consider your best and why?
Uh, this one is not a movie. It is a television series or serial, not to say. Was produced and directed by Uncle Jimmy Odimosu.
Hmm.
The title is The Head of State.
The head of state.
I played the role of head of staff. Yeah, it was most challenging and most professional, rewarding experience for me. Up to today, I learned a lot. It brought out a lot of my potential that were hidden before, and so on and so forth. I really worked. Up to today, it still remains most challenging for me, but I like it. I always like to watch it.
Yeah, Z on the comedy level.
It's not really, it's a serious comedy. It's not really, it's just a serious satire on our socio-political situation in the country. And it's really worked well. It's not the performance that is the work for the artist. It is the preparation that leads to the performance. Okay, the performance that we see, just even the actor themselves, they enjoy themselves doing the performance.
Yeah.
But it's like when you want to eat pounded yam.
Not pounded yam.
So you now go to the farm, you till the ground, you sow the yam, you bring it out, you cut it, you boil, you pound. The performance is at the stage where everybody is eating the pounded yam. So it is the process that leads to that thing, that is the work for the artist. Okay, so that process that I went through was really a very, very professionally rewarding experience for me.
Wow, that's good, because I can see even with your facial expression, one can see that is a movie that you cherish and you love most. So, what is your finest moment in life?
My finest moment in life is whenever I am in front of the camera performing, or I am on stage performing. That is the only time that I see myself free from the social, political, restriction. It's a word for me. Performance, when I'm performing, I see myself in another world, a world of freedom, where I can do things, and then where I have the opportunity of making people smile. It gives me the opportunity of put smile on people's face. I find that moment very, very, sometimes when I'm performing, I don't want to leave this stage. I just want to be there. I want to live that life. But, But when you come now, like we are doing now, people will be watching. Some people will be watching. Then we are conscious. We don't want to
make
commit.
say something
but when I'm on stage, I do it. I talk the way I want to talk. I laugh.
You just be you.
Yes, that's it. So, however, I can't. I have tried. Many people have asked that question. I've tried to see any other moment that I found very fulfilling, very interesting, the most enjoyable moment in my life. At every moment, any moment I am on stage, to have the opportunity of put smile into people's face, it's my finest moment.
Thank you so much. Now, sir, let's come back. This is a bit serious. What role do you think the movie industry can play in this country to help in the issue of insecurity? Because you agree with me, right now in the country, there's a lot of insecurity issues, most especially in the north. What role do you think the movie industry can play?
Now, I told you the other time, number one, our productions. We should start in our movies, our jingles, our online skits, our online posts. We should start enlightening people about how to be security conscious. People should know more about security consciousness. A lot of people do not know it. Number one, we have that orientation. I believe that our industry can do a lot in the area of that orientation. You know, we don't have gun, we
Yeah.
don't have armor tank,
Yeah.
we don't have all those, you know, but our own weapon is that style of orientation for home, and then the kind of production, the kind of movie that will bring that down should not expose people into danger. There are some, I won't mention anyone, but there are some movie you watch and you see that rather than adding positive security value to the society, it is doing the other way
Yeah.
around. Alright? So this time around, I think that our movies, our focus, the content of what we are doing now should be placed towards people being security conscious. That's number one. Number two, um, I do not know whether those people, whether they watch TV, whether they listen to news or whatever, whether they listen to radio or watch TV or watch movie, we can also, apart from giving orientation to people to be security conscious, we should also try as much as possible to appeal in an entertaining way, to appeal and sermon, and make sermon to those who are committing it. You see, the essence of entertainment is to commend what is good in the society, or recommend ways of solving challenges in the community, or condemn what is negative to the society. I think what we should prove, what we should, concentrate now is in that area of security. We should try as much as possible to condemn insecurity, to commend security, and to do a lot of things to give people orientation on how to be security conscious. I think we are okay. And like I told you, our fight might not be physical fight. We can fight through our talents and our productions.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, because you have really taught us a lot, and I'm sure your colleagues out there who are also watching from wherever they are, they've heard that part where you say what they can do to help out in the area of insecurity right now in the country. Now, sir, how do you relax? Like after the day work, being a father,
Yeah.
lecturer, and also an actor, how do you relax?
Well, to the glory of God, I relax. I come home, stay with my family, play with my children, watch TV. But most importantly, I like listening to people. I like listening a lot, especially to what people say and all that. I want to use this opportunity to thank my wife. You see, like I always tell people, the best person that can happen to a man is for him to marry a woman who shares his vision. So I have the grace to marry a woman who shares my vision. So my home is not a house, it's a home. And so whenever I go out and I come back from work, either as a lecturer or as an actor, or whatever, whenever I come home, I feel relaxed. No tension. So I always like to be in the house, either sleeping, watching films, listening to music, and then most especially playing with my children. My children are still not, they're very young. My firstborn is about to enter university as an undergraduate this year. So they are my friends. My wife, all of them are my friends. And sometimes all of us we sit down to watch Saka on the screen. But once I get home, it is Hafiz Oyetoro, Daddy hair. So it's been very interesting for me. So I like to thank my wife. Like I call her Olomi.
Olomi. Ah,
Olomi,
what's the meaning of Olomi?
Olomi, my dearest, my sweetheart, my
Oh,
sugar,
I wish he's
my
watching
sugar,
this.
my
Oh
puff
my God.
puff, my
I'm jealous. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, but the wife is very beautiful and
this
also
is
very humble. So I'm sure most of you who know her know what he's saying. Okay, I'm listening, sir.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now, sir, before we call it a day, I would love you to, advise on the youth because right now with what is also happening in the country,
Mm,
you see the young girls going on social media exposing their body in the name of they want to be,
mm,
what
mm,
do you call it, famous?
mm,
You understand? And the young guys also, falling out of track.
mm.
And some of them might be thinking that, looking up to people like you, that it was all bed of roses.
Mm.
Please, I need you to just use 1 or 2 seconds to
Yes,
advise our
let me
youth
say
out there.
also this that
Also our government.
let me also say this that um, these days I have been in the academic environment for close to 30 years now.
30
Now,
years.
I just discovered that lately, in last 5 years, when you have 100 students in a class, you will hardly have 25 male students. Oh, girls. What happened is that the young guys, they have gone out collecting owó ta, playing Baba Jebu, doing all sorts of things
Or
to
this
have money.
cyber whatever.
So there's this impatience
Yeah.
and what do they call it now? That impatience to now they want to get rich. That get
Now,
rich quick.
yeah,
Nah, nah,
quickly.
nah, nah, nah,
Yeah,
nah, nah.
yeah.
Look, my people, there's no shortcut to success. Life has its own rhythm,
Hmm.
step by step, phase by phase,
Mm-hmm.
stage by
That's great.
stage,
Yeah.
and so you just dance to that rhythm. Anybody that dances outside that rhythm will find himself in a big problem. Those people that are dancing outside the rhythm of life, those are the ones doing yahoo yahoo.
Hmm.
Those are the ones doing armed robbery. Those are the ones doing
Courtesan.
ammunition, courtesan. Those are the ones doing prostitution and all that. And the end, most of the time, the end is not always good. So let us identify our potential, the positive potential that God has given to us. When we identify it, let us develop it, polish it, and gear it towards positivity and positive value to add to ourselves and to our society. Everything will be okay. So what I mean now is that identify your potential, polish that potential, make the best use of it in a positive way, work hard and pray and be patient. Everything will come to place. If I tell you by experience, in the last 30-something years, no be joke o, no be joke o, but
Yeah.
we thank God
Yeah.
because of that commitment and passion and dedication to work. God has given us the grace to be where we are. I am still praying. I want to be higher than this. I'm still working. I'm still striving. As an academician, I have my first degree. I have my master's. I'm about to round up my PhD. I am, at every point in time, don't put your focus on money alone. Think of your future, add value to yourself,
to
establish
society.
yourself, and all that. Money is a stupid spirit.
Very useless thing.
Very stupid. So if you choose to run after it, you will never stop running. But if you just take a break and you allow it to run and you go back the other way, money will be ashamed. And then it will be gradually coming to chase you.
Yeah.
That is the philosophy of life. I wish you well. Everything will be okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Please, before you go, tell our viewers your name again and tell them to keep watching the gallery.
Yes, so my name is Hafiz Oyetoro, popularly known as Saka. Keep watching the Gallery TV. God bless you.
And God bless you too, sir. Thank you so much, my viewers. It is nice having you today. Thank you. Keep being you, like you said. Bye and have a wonderful weekend.